Hi kids! Have you ever played a game where there are more people on one side of the team than the other? You know, like a game of football with 15 people on one team and only 10 on the other. One team is going to have a definite advantage, right? And that's not fair, is it? Well, I guess the people of Israel feel like that at the moment. They're never going to win as the odds are so stacked against them. You see, kids, our story is in a time when God is not happy with the people of Israel. The people of Israel are doing evil things, even though God has rescued them from all sorts of horrible situations. Remember when your parents or carers say things like, actions have consequences. If you do this, then that will happen. Well, this is what had to happen to Israel. They had disobeyed God, and so a people called the Midianites were ruling over them. They took their crops, they took their animals, and so the people of Israel took to hiding their food and hiding themselves. And it was at this time when the people of Israel were feeling really scared and they were at quite a low moment that an angel came to a man named Gideon. Now, Gideon was a farmer, and the angel said that God was going to use him to save the people and destroy their enemies. I imagine Gideon said something like, yeah, right. But the angel said, "The Lord is with you, mighty warrior." Now, Gideon wasn't powerful or mighty or a strong warrior. In fact, he was the youngest person in the smallest family of the smallest clan. Who's the smallest here? Well, you're still too big to be Gideon. You know, kids, God does this a lot. He chooses unlikely heroes like Moses, who probably stammered, or David, the youngest brother, or the disciples. And he uses them to do incredible things. But Gideon is still not convinced. But the angel tells him it doesn't matter how small he is, because God will be with him, and God is big. I mean, really big, even bigger than this. And God calls us to do things that we can't imagine that we could do. But if God says you can do it, then you can. In lots of places in the Bible, it talks about how God has chosen us to do things for him. It's not an accident, it is his idea. Gideon was not a mighty warrior, not at that time, but he believed when God said that he would be, and that he would one day become a mighty warrior. God asks us to show people what he is like, to help people know him. We may not know how to do this yet, but we can learn. If God says you are important, then you are, and he will help you. If you belong to God, then he will help you to be bold for him. You can't be bold for God until you believe in him, though. The only way to know God is through Jesus. And we recognise that we can't live God's way on our own, and we mess up. But if we believe in Jesus, he takes away the punishment of doing those wrong things that we deserve. And we ask him to be boss in our lives. Then he makes us clean on the inside and gives us a brand new start. Isn't that amazing news, kids? See you soon. Bye.